Hi everyone, Gig Coach Jake back with more gig economy tips, and this is a huge one. This could save you a lot of money come tax time. Before I get into this, first I want to say I am not a tax expert. I'm not giving tax advice. I'm just sharing my own experience and what I do come tax time. You should seek out a CPA or your own tax specialist to figure out what is best for your situation, and if what I'm doing you can do as well. So again, this is not tax advice that you should take. You should seek out your own tax specialist CPA to find out what's best for you. Just sharing my experience. So what I want to talk about is how you can increase the mileage deduction. Now, recently I received an email that essentially was calling me out, telling me that what I was putting on videos was incorrect, and what I was deducting from the IRS each year was incorrect. Now, I track from home to home. In some scenarios, they're correct, but not in all scenarios. If you have a qualifying home office, you can increase the mileage deduction. Now, before I talk much further, I want to share a resource with you all and facts on what and who and how. So let's take a look at it real quick. So here you can see there, can you deduct mileage to and from work? Generally, you cannot deduct mileage to and from work. The IRS defines the first trip from your house and the last drive back as a non-deductible commute. This is true even if your commute is far. The IRS considers where you live a personal choice and thus a personal expense. Working during a commuting trip is still considered commuting. This includes making business calls, listening to work-related tapes, or having business discussions. How to get around the IRS commuting rule with the home office. So this is where I qualify. One way to avoid the harsh commuting rule is to have a qualifying home office. Now click on this link and share that information with you all in just a second. With this, you can take a mileage deduction for any trips you make from your home office to another business location. Make sure you're following the rules about the home office though. So let's take a look. That way you can see what and why I'm doing it. But again, seek out your own tax specialist to find out how you should be filing. How the home office tax deduction can increase your mileage deduction. If you drive for your business, using the home office deduction can increase your mileage deduction. This is because it can cut out the IRS's commuting rule. The IRS says that personal commuting is not deductible. For example, you can't deduct the cost of driving from home to your regular outside office. For professionals like Uber drivers, this can sting. The IRS commuting rule prevents you from writing off the cost of driving from your home to pick up your first ride. The same rule applies to the drive home from your last ride. That's a lot of miles for those rideshare drivers, right? That they can't even deduct. That changes if you have a qualifying home office. Your home office qualifies as your principal place of business if it's the place where you earn most of your income. It's where you perform most of your administrative or business management tasks. So in my situation, I have a spare bedroom. That spare bedroom is my office, is allocated to nothing but work purposes. So reading on. You can increase your deductions for business trips with a qualifying home office. For example, you can deduct driving from home to an outside office. You can also deduct driving from home to pick up a passenger if you're an Uber or Lyft driver. Huge, right? That source was from MileIQ, so I will share that in the description below. But this is all legit stuff that I'm using. Again, I have my own CPA, my own tax specialist that has helped me out with all this. So it's legit for me. Whether it is for you or not, you're going to have to go seek out a tax specialist and find out whether it is. So this is not tax advice for what you should do. This is just sharing my own situation, how I'm able to deduct more taxes, why, and how it's legit. So I hope this video helped a lot of you, especially those that can and do have qualifying home offices. You could save a lot of money come tax time, and you might be able to go back and save some from years previous. I'm not sure on that. Again, talk to a tax specialist. But hope this video helped. If anything, got a laugh for some of you for someone calling me out on what I'm doing. Yes, I'm not always right. So if you think there's something I'm doing that's wrong that could get people in trouble, please do shoot me an email. But don't be condescending, right? No need for that. Anyhow, hope you all have a great day, evening. Be safe out there. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. And always work smarter.